Football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. This will complete to Will Fuller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man, it's Washington. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
19 yards.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. Running on 1st down, Eckler. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Austin Eckler, the ball.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here is Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Raiders nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second down and 8. Scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down throw, Watson. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for runs. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you have green on that play.
Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Will.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Texans first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Watson, throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously, they just...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, it's Wilson. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. It's caught. Jones. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and... use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Again, Wilson looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Wilson will throw again. Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Texans 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. There, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
1st down, Texans.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached to get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
At the 9-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
From the gun. Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Raiders 21, Texans 14. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Murray. And this will be a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Fielded just inside the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to launch it for Washington. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Taken down at the 21.
I know there will be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On first down, Wilson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 25.
The ball carrier.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running is Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Jacobs
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Are in for 6. Touchdown. 14 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. quick throw out wide to Fuller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Complete to Will Fuller.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4 at the 30.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Houston.
Again, it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.